Hello everyone, my name is Jordan Howell and I will be reading the book called The Hate U Give. Chapter 1. I shouldn't have come to this party. I'm not even sure I belong at this party. That's not on some boogie beat either. There are just some places where it's not enough to be me. Either version of me. Big D's spring break party is one of those places. I squeezed through bodies and followed Kenya, her curls bouncing past her shoulders. A haze lingers over the room, smelling like weed, and music rattles the floor. Some rapper calls out for everybody to nay-nay, followed by a bunch of haze as people launch into their own versions. Kenya holds up her cup and dances her way through the crowd. Between the headache from the loud music and the nausea from the weed odor, I'll be amazed if I cross the room without spilling my drink. We break out the crowd. Big D's house is packed wall to wall. I've always heard that everyone and their mom come to his spring break parties, where everybody except me, but beep, I didn't know it would be this many people. Girls wear their hair colored, curled, laid, and slayed. Got me feeling basic as blank with my ponytails. Guys in their freshest kicks and sagging pants grind so close to the girls just about need condoms. My nana likes to say that spring brings love. Spring in Garden Heights doesn't always bring love, but it promises babies in the winter. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of them are conceived the night of Big D's party. He always has it on Friday of spring break because you need Saturday to recover and Sunday to repent. Stop following me and go dance, Star, Kenya says. People already say you think you all that. I didn't know so many kind of readers live in Garden Heights, or that people know me as anything other than Big Mal's daughter who works in the store. I sipped my drink and spit it back out. I knew there would be more than Hawaiian Punch in it, but this is way stronger than I am used to. They shouldn't have even called it punch, just straight up liquor. I put it on the coffee table and say, folks kill me thinking they know what I think. Hey, I'm just saying, you act like that, you don't even know anybody, 'cause you go to that school. I've been hearing this for 6 years, ever since my parents put me in Williamson's prep. Whatever, I mumbled. And it wouldn't kill you to not dress like. She turns up her nose. She turns up her nose as she looks from the sneakers to oversized hoodies. That ain't my brother's hoodie. Our brother's hoodie. Kenya and I shared, an older brother 7. But she and I aren't related. Her mama is Steven's mom, and my dad is Steven's dad. Crazy, I know. Yeah, it's his. Figures. You know that else people say too. Got folks thinking you're my girlfriend. Do I look like I care what people think? No. And that's the problem. Whatever. If I had known following her to this party meant she'd be on some extreme makeover Star Edition mess, I would have stayed home and watched Fresh Prince reruns. My mom, Jordans are comfortable and beat, they're new. That's more than some people can say. The hoodie's way too big. But I like that. I like it that way. Plus, if I pull it over my nose, I can't smell the weed. Well, I ain't babysitting you all night, so you better do something, Kenya says, and scopes the room. Kenya could be a model. If I'm completely honest, she's got flawless, dark brown skin. I don't think she'd never get a pimple. Slanted brown eyes and long eyelashes that aren't store-bought. She's the perfect height for modeling, too, but a little thicker than those toothpicks on the runway. She never wears the same outfit twice. Her daddy, King, makes sure of that. Ken is about the only person I hang out with in the Garden Heights. It's hard to make friends when you go to school that's 45 minutes away and you're a latchkey kid who's only seen at her family's store. It's easy to hang out with Kenya because of our connection to Seven. She's messy as blank. Sometimes though, always fighting somebody and quick to say her daddy will whoop somebody's beat. Yeah, it's true, but I wish she'd stop picking fights so she can use her trump card. Beep. I could use mine too. Everybody knows you don't mess with my dad, Big Mav, and you definitely don't mess with his kids. Still, you don't see me going around here starting beep. Like at Big D's party, Kenya is giving Denasia Allen some serious stank eye. I don't remember much about Denasia, but I remember that she and Kenya haven't liked each other since 4th grade. Tonight, Denasia's dance with some guy halfway across the room and paying no attention to Kenya, but no matter where we move, Kenya spots Denasia and glares at her. And the thing about the stank eye is, at some point you feel it on you, inviting you to kick some beat or have your kicked. Oops, I can't stand her, Ken seats. The other day, we were in the line in the cafeteria, right? And she behind me talking out the side of her neck. She didn't use my name, but I know she was talking about me, saying I tried to get with Devant. For real? I say, what I'm supposed to do? I don't want him. I know. Honestly, I don't know who Devant is. So, what did you do? What you think I did? I turned around and asked if she had a problem with me. Oh, Trick. Trick gonna say, I wasn't even talking about you, knowing she was. You're so lucky you go to that white people school and don't have to deal with boop like that. Ain't this some... Not even 5 minutes ago, I was stuck up because I go to Williamson's. Now I'm lucky. Trust me, my school has two. Beep is universal. Watch we go handle her tonight. Kenya's stank eye reaches its highest level of stank. Denasia feels it. It stings and looks right at Kenya. Kenya confirms like Denise hears her. Watch. Hold up. We? That's why you begged me to come to this party, so you can have a tag team partner. She has the nerve to look offended. It ain't like you had nothing else to do or anybody else to hang out with. I'm doing you a favor. Really, Kenya? You do know I have friends, right? She rolls her eyes. Hard. Only the whites are visible for a few seconds. Them little bougie girls from your school don't count. They're not bougie, and they do count, I think. Maya and I are cool. Not sure what's up with me and Haley lately. And honestly, if pulling me into a fight is your way of helping me, social life, I'm good. God beat? It's always some drama with you. Please, Star. She stretches. The please extra long. Too long. This is what I'm thinking. We wait until she gets away from Devontae, right? And then my phone vibrates against my thigh and I glance at the screen. Since I've ignored his calls, Chris texts me instead. Can we talk? I didn't mean for it to go like that. Of course he didn't. He meant for it to go the whole different way yesterday. Which is the problem. I slipped the phone in my pocket. I'm not sure what I want to say, but I'd rather deal with him later. Kenya, somebody shouts. This big, light-skinned girl with bone-straight hair moves through the crowd towards us. A tall boy with a black and blonde frohawk follows her. They both give Kenya hugs and talk about how cute she looks. I'm not even here. Why you ain't tell me you was coming? The girl says. And she sticks her thumb in her mouth. She's got an overbite from doing that too. You couldn't have rolled with us. Nah, girl. I had to go get Star, Kenya says. We walked here together. That's when they noticed me standing not even half a foot from Kenya. The guy squints as he gives me a quick once over. He frowns for a hot second, but I noticed it. Ain't you Big Mav's daughter who works at the store? See? People act like that's the name of the birth certificate. Yeah, that is. Oh, the girl says. I knew you looked familiar. We were in 3rd grade together. Miss Bridges' class, I sat behind you. Oh, I know this is the moment. I'm supposed to remember her, but I didn't. I guess Kenya was right. I really don't know anybody. Their faces are familiar, but you don't get names and life stories when you're bagging folks' groceries. I can lie though. Yeah, I remember you. Girl, quit lying, the guy says. You know you don't know her beat. Why you always lying? Kenya and the girl sing together. The guy joins, and they all bust out laughing. Bianca and Chance be nice. Kenya says, this Star's first party. Her folks don't let her go nowhere. I cut her a side eye. I go to parties, Kenya. Have y'all seen her at any parties around here? Kenya asked them. Nope. Point made. And before you say it, little lame white kid suburb parties don't count. Chance and Bianca snickered. Beep, I wish this hoodie could swallow me up somehow. I bet they be doing Molly but they don't. Chance asked me, white kids love popping pills and listening to Taylor Swift, Bianca adds, talking around her thumb. Okay, that's somewhat true, but I'm not telling them that. No, actually, their parties are pretty dope, I say. One time, this boy had J. Cole perform at his birthday party. Beep, for real? Chance asked. Shh. Shh. Next time, invite me. I'll party with them, white kids. Anyway, Ken says loudly, we were talking about running up on Denise. Beep, over there dancing with Devontae. Oh, trick, Bianca says. You know she been running her mouth about you, right? I was in Mr. Donald's class last week when Aaliyah told me. Chance rolls his eyes. Mr. Donald. He must have threw you out, Kenya says. Beep, yes. Anyways, Aaliyah told me, Bianca begins. I get lost again in class as classmates and teachers that I don't know are discussed. I can't say anything. Doesn't matter though. I'm invisible. I feel like that a lot around here. In the middle of the complaining about Denasia and their teachers, Kenya says something about getting another drink, and the three of them walk off without me. Suddenly, I'm Eve in the garden after she ate the fruit. It's like I realize I'm naked. I'm by myself at a party. I'm not even supposed to be here, where I barely know anybody. And the person I don't know just left me hanging. Ken begged me to come to this party for weeks. I knew I'd be uncomfortable as beat, but every time I told Ken no, she said I acted like I'm too good for a garden party. I got tired of hearing that and decided to prove her wrong. Problem is, it wouldn't have taken Black Jesus to convince my parents to let me come. Now Black Jesus will have saved me if they find out I'm here. People glance over at me with that, who is this chick standing against the wall by herself like an idiot? Look, I slip my hands into my pockets. As long as I play it cool and keep it to myself, I should be fine. The ironic thing is, though at Williamson's, I don't have to play it cool. I'm cool by default because I'm one of the black kids there. I have to earn coolness in Gardens Heights. And that's more difficult than buying retro Jordans on release day. Funny how it works with white kids though. It's dope to be black until it's hard to be black. Star, a familiar voice says, the sea of people parts for him like he's brown-skinned mooses. Guys give him daps and girls crane their necks to look at him. He smiles at me, and his dimples ruin any G-person he has. Khalil is fine, no other way to putting it. And I used to take baths with him. Not like that, but way back in the day. when we giggled because he had a wee-wee and I had what his grandma called a wee ha. I swear it wasn't pervert though. He hugs me smiling like soap. He hugs me smelling like soap and baby powder. What's up, girl? Ain't seen you in a minute. He lets me go. You don't text nobody nothing. Where you been? School and the basketball team keep me busy, I say. But I'm always at the store. You're the nobody sees anymore. His dimples disappear. He wipes his nose. He always does before a lie. I've been busy. Obviously. The brand new Jordans, the crisp white tee, the diamond in his ears. When you grow up in the Garden Heights, you know that's busy really means. Beep. I wish he wasn't that kind of busy though. I don't know if I want to tear up my smack him. I don't know if I want to tear up or smack him. But the way Khalil looks at me with those hazel eyes makes it harder to be upset. I feel like I'm 10 again, standing in those basements of Christian Temple Church, having my first kiss with him as Vacation Bible School. Suddenly, I remember I'm in a hoodie, looking a straight up mess, and that I actually have a boyfriend. I might not be answering Chris's calls or texts right now, but he's still mine, and I want to keep it that way. How's your grandma? I asked. And Cameron. They alright. Grandma's sick though. Khalil sips from his cup. Doctor says she's got cancer or whatever. Beep. Sorry, Kay. Yeah. She's taking chemo. She only worried about getting a wig though. He gives a weak laugh that doesn't show his dimples. She'll be alright. It's a prayer more than a prophecy. It's your mama's helping with Cameron. Good, old star. Always looking for the best in people. You know she ain't helping. Hey, it was just a question. She came in the store the other day. She looks better. For now, says Khalil. She claimed she trying to get clean, but it's usually she'll go clean a few weeks, decide she wants one more hit, then be back at it. But like I said, I'm good, Cameron. Good, Grandma's good. She shrugs. That's all that matters. Yeah, I say, but I remember the night I spent with Khalil on the porch, waiting for his mama to come home. Whether he likes it or not, she matters to him too. The music changes and Drake raps from the speaker. I nod to the beat and rap along under my breath. Everybody on the dance floor yells out, started from the bottom, now we're here part. Some days we are at the bottom in the Garden Heights, but we still share the feelings that beat it could be worse. Khalil is watching me. A smile tries to form on his lips, but he shakes his head. Can't believe you still love whiny beat Drake. I gape at him. Leave my husband alone. You're a corny husband. Baby, you're my everything. You're all I ever wanted, Khalil sings in a whiny voice. I push him with my shoulder. and he laughs. His drink splashes over the sides of the cup. You know that's what he sounds like? I flip him over. He puckers his lips and makes a kissing sound. All these months apart, and we've fallen back to a normal like it's nothing. Khalil grabs his napkin from the coffee table and wipes drink off his Jordans. The 3 retros. They came out a few years ago, but I swear those things are so fresh. They cost about $300, and that's if you find someone on eBay who goes easy. Chris did. I got mine for a steal at $150, but I wear kid size. Thanks to my small feet, Chris and I can match our sneakers. Yes, we're that couple. Beep, really fly. If he can stop doing stupid stuff, we'll really be good. I like the kicks, I tell Khalil. Thanks. He scrubs the shoe with his napkin. I cringe. With each hard rub, the shoes cry for my help. No lie. Every time a sneaker is clean and properly, a kitten dies. Khalil, I say 1 second away for snatching that napkin. Either wipe gently back and forth or dab. Don't scrub, for real. He looks up at me smirking. Okay, Miss Sneakerhead. And thank Black Jesus, he dabs. Since you made me spill my drink on them, I ought to make you clean them. It'll cost you $60. 60, he shouts, straightening up. Beat me, yeah. And it would be 80 if you had icy soles. Clear bottoms are to be clean. Cleaning kits aren't cheap. Besides, you're obviously making big money if you can buy those. Khalil sips his drink like I didn't say anything. Mutters, beep, that beep strong. Sets the cup on the coffee table. Hey, tell your pops I need to holler at him soon. Some stuff going on down that I need to talk about to him. What kind of stuff? Grown folks business. Yeah, 'cause you're so grown. 5 months, 2 weeks, and 3 days older than you. He winks. I ain't forgot. A commotion stirs in the middle of the dance floor. Voices argue louder than the music. Cuss words fly left and right. My first thought, Kenya walks up on Denaja like she promised. But the voices are deeper than theirs. Pop! A shot rings out. I duck. Pop! A second shot. The crowd stamps toward the door, which leads more cussing and fighting since it's impossible for everybody to get out at once. Khalil grabs my hand. Come on. There are way too many people and way too many curly hair for me to catch a glimpse of Kenya. But Kenya forgets her let's go. He pulls me through the crowd, shoving people out of our way and stepping on shoes. That alone could get us some bullets. I look for Kenya among the panic faces, but still no sign of her. I don't try to see who got shot or who didn't. You can't snitch if you don't know anything. Car speed outside and people run into the night, any direction where shots aren't firing off. Khalil leads me to the Chevy Impala, parked under a dim street light. He pushes in through the driver's side and I climb into the passenger seat. We scratch over